Chicago Bears quarterback Justin Fields says he plans on throwing for at least 4,000 yards this upcoming season, becoming the very first Bears quarterback in history to do so. So let's talk about this, people. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL, here to talk about the Chicago Bears and here to talk about Justin Fields' comments about throwing for 4,000 yards. Before I do get into that, if you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. Please make sure you're following me on my social media platforms, guys. As always, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so Justin Fields was getting interviewed on the, I think, called All Things Covered podcast, and they basically asked him saying that, hey, do you think you're going to be throwing for 4,000 yards? Because no Bears quarterback in Bears history, of course, has ever done that. And we all know this. The Bears have been around for over 100 years and it's never happened. It's crazy. I think the only team in the NFL without a 4,000 plus yard passer. And Justin Fields says he plans to do it, and he plans to do it this upcoming season. So just talking about whether or not I believe this happens, I think there's a very good chance of it. And I'm not just saying that because of the fact that, you know, I'm a Bears fan and I think Justin Fields is going to have a good year. I'm just going straight off of numbers as well, right? The evidence is there. Last season, right, 9 quarterbacks threw for over 4,000 yards. So it's pretty common in the NFL. You know, a third of the starting quarterbacks almost threw for 4,000 plus yards, and a bunch of other guys got pretty close. And so when you just take a look at the numbers here for Justin Fields, last year, he was not close. We understand it. He had 2,242 passing yards. But we have to take into account a couple of things. The attempts were not there. Justin Fields only threw the ball 318 times through the air. Just for context, the 9 guys who threw for 4,000 yards, between them, the lowest number of attempts was 567. Okay, Fields threw for 318 in terms of attempts. The lowest you needed for 4,000 passing yards was 567, or the lowest that a quarterback had. Okay, so that's a difference of 249 more attempts. Yeah, you think if Justin Fields had 249 more attempts, he'd get close? Yeah, I think so. All right, and so when you just, you know, add the math up and you just take into account, look, I said he threw ball 318 times. 192 out of 318 was his pass completion to pass attempts. And if you just add on and extrapolate that to the 567 at a 60% completion percentage rate, I mean, we're talking about him getting very close to that number for sure. And that's just the mathing here, right? I'm just making it work in terms of just where you can see the path of more attempts, more yards, duh. So that was clearly a thing last year with the Bears offense where they just did not throw the ball a lot, and for good reason. They didn't have the weapons around, which I'll get to in a second here, but also Luke Getsy, in first year of him being the offense coordinator, trying to establish the offense and really leaning on the run, that's what he did. And Justin Fields also ran the football a lot. And so that's another aspect that I feel like people need to understand here is his rush attempts and rushing yards, which were sky high last year, right? He led the league in that as a quarterback. That's going to come down this year because I feel like Fields does not want to run as much, and he shouldn't. Bears fans shouldn't want him to run that much. It is just not good for his health and long-term sustainability at the quarterback position. So that coming down means the attempts will go up, the yards will go up, the passing yards. And then finally, the talent, which I was alluding to just a moment ago. You have had significant upgrades in terms of the weaponry, right? We've got DJ Moore now, the number 1 wide receiver. You have Darnell Mooney, who I think is as a number 2 is fantastic, right? One of the better number 2 receivers in football. Chase Claypool, I think he's due for a bounce back season. Cole Kmet, a borderline top 10 tight end. You add one of the better backup tight ends in football in Robert Tonyan. You've got, decent pass catchers as well in your backfield, and Khalil Herbert, who could potentially do that. And then Roshan Johnson, your rookie running back that you drafted this year. Like, the weaponry is there, okay? And so those 3 factors are going to be the reason why Fields breaks 4,000 yards this year. The fact is, his attempts are going up. The Bears will pass the football more. He's not going to run as much, so that means also his attempts will go up. And the weapons around Justin Fields got a lot better. Think about it, man. Last year, if Fields threw a slant pass, it probably goes for 10 yards because the receiver catches it and goes down. This time, that slant pass is going to DJ Moore, who's taking it to the house 60 yards. And yeah, that's going to add to Justin Fields' stat line. So you see where I'm going here. Look, I'm going to go out and say that Justin Fields, has a very good chance to do it. Am I guaranteeing it happens? Probably not. He's going to get very close. I'm going to say it'll be anywhere from 3,500 passing yards to 4,000 passing yards. I think he's going to be in that range, but I think he's going to get very close. And obviously, I hope he breaks the record, but I think he's got a very good chance to do so. And finally, if he doesn't do it this year, I 1,000% believe he's going to do it in his Bears career. So that's where I'm at, people. Let me know what you guys think. Will Justin Fields break the Bears' dubious record of not having a 4,000-plus yard passer? And will he do it this season? I say yes. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks.